Honestly, I'm tired of repeating the same cycles. I wanna let it go. So here I go, life drop. Starting a new path for my fam. Finding who I am. Speaking life, loving me, even when I fall. Cause life be life in us all. Life be life in us all. Cause life be life in us all. Life be life in us all.
Hey y'all, hey, it's me, Portia O, your host of Life Be Life podcast, and I'm here once again with another installment of the Life Be Life podcast. Yay, I am so excited to be here with you all tonight. And we are talking about something that is trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning for those who this may be a very sensitive topic for. But tonight we are talking about Valentine's Day. I know that thing like it was really dramatic, but yeah, it's a whole thing for people. And we're gonna talk about it, okay? As you can see, I'm dressed in my sexy red for you guys. Happy Valentine's Day to all my ladies and all of my men. Hashtag the village. Thank y'all so much for watching. And before we get on into the topic, let's go ahead and welcome those who are new here because this is Life Be Life and podcast. On this podcast, we talk about how life be over here lifing via all types of relationships, situations, and everyday things we are all experiencing, all while in real time healing and learning how to be a better human being. So if that's what you're about and that's what you're on, you are in the right place at the right time. Welcome. Okay. And we're going to move it right on to the next segment. This segment is Life Be Life in Us All. Hey, hashtag the village. This is where I have the village submit their questions, topics, news, whatever it is that they want to talk to me about. You can listen to the two of my little girls tell you the rundown.
Hey, it's me, Portia, host of Life Be Life podcast. I podcast. Psych, it's me, Leo. Psych, it's me, Micah O. Please email my mommy or DM her with whatever you want to talk about. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Because Life Be Life us all. Bye. Bye.
Oh, aren't they the most precious little thing that you have ever seen? Next segment is I got some questions, y'all. Because y'all know I am inquisitive. And if I don't do nothing else, I'm going to ask some questions. Okay. First question. Who is this day of celebration really for? Okay. Who? Because I think we're told and taught different things. But I'm wondering, who do you think this day of celebration is for? All right. Next question. Why is this a problem for you? Why is this a problem for you? If it is a problem for you. But why do you find issue with this holiday? Hmm? 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 Yeah, I want to know. Last question. How do I feel my way through this? I think this is a very important question for all of us to ask ourselves and work through and process through. So, how do I feel my way through this holiday? Okay. A lot of us may be, what is it, single? Why would I say that like I didn't know what it was? Girl. A lot of us may be single for this holiday, may be used to being single for this holiday, may be recently single, and this will be your first time having to, be a part of it and not have somebody make a big deal about you. But I'm curious what that looks like for you as I explore what this looks like for me. Okay. So yeah, even past to present, what it has looked like for me and what it currently looks like for me, and all the feelings and emotions and things wrapped all around it. So we're gonna talk about it. Okay. Moving on to the next segment, which is Did You Know? I like that. That was cute. This is Did You Know? And if you didn't, that's okay because your girl is here to tell you something I know or have recently learned. Okay. So, according to Wikipedia, Valentine's Day, also called St. Valentine's Day or the Feast of St. Valentine, is celebrated annually on February 14th. I'm pretty sure we all knew that, but let's continue. Or it originated as a Christian feast day honoring a martyr named Valentine. And through later folk traditions, it has also become a significant cultural, religious, and commercial celebration of romance and love in many regions of the world. Okay? I know that this originated in like the Christian religious practices. But okay, go off then. Also, the 8th century Gelasians documentary recorded the celebration of the feast of St. Valentine on February 14th. The day became associated with romantic love in the 14th and 15th centuries when notions of courtly love flourished, apparently by association with the lovebirds of early spring. In the 18th century England, it grew into an occasion for couples to express their love for each other by presenting flowers, offering confectionery, and sending greeting cards known as Valentines. Okay, so just a quick little brief history lesson of Valentine's Day. Also, I know you might have heard throughout the years about like the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Um, that's not what was stated here. I don't know. But we know that this is a popular over commercial size holiday in the year of 2024 and years prior. Like this has been a huge thing all of my 36 years of life. And I'm pretty sure for most people, it has been made a big deal. Okay. So let's talk about it. All right. So I did a thing in this next segment, hashtag life be lifing for you. This is where I ask my listeners a question and or allow them to ask me questions and I answer them. But this time I asked them a question and they responded. So it was a poll of some sorts, okay? A little life be lifing poll, if you will. And this is what I asked them. With only you in mind, not a significant other, because a lot of these people that I surveyed or polled were currently in a relationship or previously in a relationship. I mean, whatever. I'll just stick with currently in a relationship. And I don't want them to give me the politically correct answer, like, well, my girl or whatever likes this, so I have to. And also because I may know these people's partners, I don't want them to be like giving me the answer what they think. Like, I don't know. Perception is everything. It's not about that. This is about you and your personal feelings towards it. So that's why I specified the question this way. And moving on. Again, with only you in mind, not a significant other, is Valentine's Day important to you personally? Why and or why not? You have to specify that with folks because they be acting real special sometimes. They'll just answer yes or no. Thus, I said why or why not, meaning explain. Okay. But anywho, y'all be seeing all parts of my personality on this podcast. Listen, if I don't do anything else, I'm gonna be Portia fully and authentically. Okay. I sent this out to quite a few people. Majority of them responded, and these are the responses that I received. One guy said, important in terms of feeling appreciated and loved. The acts of kindness mean a lot, he thinks. Recently, it's lost value and people make it more of a monetary thing than anything else. Okay. I hear you. I feel you. Yes. And then that brings into question like, are you just doing this out of religious practice? And when I say religious practice, I mean like you just doing it because that's what's expected of you or whatever. And then you thinking I just throw a bunch of money at this thing and this will be it should be sufficient enough. But if your feelings aren't attached to that thing, then what are we doing? Like if you don't really feel that way, if you don't feel like I'm really want to show you love and appreciation, or you're just working or operating out of the space of expectation because you that's what your girl expect. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But yes, I agree with him. People have lost the value and made it more a monetary thing, trying to show up the next person or whatever. You know, everything's on social media today. So everybody want to stunt like they daddy, stunting like they daddy. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I get it. The next guy said no because of my past. It has never been a good day for me. If I would have really gotten to experience it with someone that loved me like I did them, then maybe I would feel differently. Man, that that response broke my heart because I'm like, man, like this day really didn't bring any joy to this person because of the lack of love and reception they received from people that they had been in previous relationships with. And that's very sad. That's very sad because a lot of us out here are experiencing love or a form or type of love that ain't really the love that we need. And we categorize that's what love is overall. And it kind of taints our worldview, right? On love. And it makes it seem really unrealistic for what our heart's desires are. So I totally understand it, and I really feel for this guy. And I pray that God allows him to come across someone that will be able to reciprocate that love for him, not just for this holiday, but in general. So yeah, the next person said yes. In any serious relationship, straight or gay, and my partner, male or female, wanted me to celebrate any holiday, including Valentine's Day. I would take it seriously. So a man should not want to celebrate it just because they don't usually celebrate something if their partner wants them to. They should be up for it. Honestly, it is not as if it wasn't for my partner and that they are probably doing something for me. I probably would have forgot that it came this year. A big reason it is not for me is because I spent most of my life alone, probably resented it. And that being said, I do understand it can be important for a lot of couples, in particular straight couples. And I do understand that some straight couples treat it as the man doing it for the girl in sweetest day and the girl doing it for the man. But I do not know married couples who give each other something on both days, for example. Okay. So this person has had a many of experiences, clearly fluid in their sexuality, and clearly didn't really care about it, but have come to the realization that the reasoning for probably not caring about it is because they were alone for so long and they resented it. Okay. So, but now being in a healthier relationship or a healthy relationship in general, and that partner having an expectation for them to show up or them wanting to love on them, now they're all in as well and willing to explore what this looks like for them in this new healthy space. Okay. And I love that for them. And that sounds amazing. The next person stated, no, because it wasn't a day where things were reciprocated. It was mainly one side. If it was just me and mine, I never had a reason to look forward to the day. Another semi-sad response. from a man, and I'm yeah, it sucks. It sucks. I don't like that for them at all. Another person said, no, not really, because I feel love should be shown every day. I should be able to love a person to where one day doesn't define our love. Okay. I just feel, why wait for one day to express love? If I want to have Valentine's Day in June, why make one day a burden for some people? A lot of people get hurt because their expectations get killed because they didn't get what they think they deserve. That's why love should be built daily. Okay. This man was speaking towards, the overwhelming, exaggerated expression of love on this particular holiday of Valentine's Day only. And if you can't show your love all throughout your relationship, then what are we doing? Okay. I can make a overly expressive gesture for you any day. It doesn't have to just be this holiday. And I completely understand that. But also, another key point that he pointed out was that you can be expressive in your love daily. And you should be. You should be. Whatever that looks like for you and your partner, that should be a daily reoccurring thing. And I totally agree with him. Okay, so another guy stated, no, it is not for me. I feel like it's for the women and it makes them feel good. And as men, we live to make them happy. So, man, he shrugged. For those who aren't watching, he shrugged his shoulders with a little emoji. And that makes me sad too. Because it's the conditioning of this world. And I understand, again, we've spoken about this before, about how men are taught and trained to pursue the women. The women are supposed to be the receivers. And even the Bible states that a man that finds a wife finds the good things. And that insinuates that a man is going searching and looking for those things. And the woman is laying in wait for a man to find her and name her or grant her the space to be his good thing. And so I get it. And I have lived by those words for so long. And even down to dating, it's like still the same thing. Like, if he's not pursuing of me, then he must not be interested. Why would I waste my time trying to gain the attention or love from somebody that ain't really trying to do that? I don't know. It made me feel sad still because he was like, I just feel like it's for the women. And it makes them feel good. As man, we live to make them happy. And I agree with that. But also, what about your happiness, bro? I don't know. It's mm, very, very interesting to say the least. Okay. I think that was all of my polled answers from my people. Shout out to my people. And that was all of my men. I did ask a few of my girlfriends how they felt about it, which is, this is just my life experience. Okay. Because, and I put their responses here because I feel like we are similar in our feelings, even if this may not be my feeling today. I have since once upon a time felt this way. Okay. Going back to one of the things the guy said, some of the ladies also said the isolated action of love, right? We as women also don't like to be in relationships with guys that only want to show us love on these special occasions or um set aside holidays or whatever. Like, yes, I want to be romanticized, but I want to be romanticized all the time. Okay. Because I am deserving. Period. Okay. So I'm just like, for Valentine's Day, if you only get me stuff for Valentine's Day, our anniversary, Christmas, my birthday, that's like 4 times a year that I'm supposed to be waiting for you to express how much you love me. Potentially Mother's Day, that's 5 days. Like outside of that, that's the only time I'm supposed to sit in expectation for you to show me that you love me. Yeah, no, it ain't gonna work for me. It's a no for me, dog. I'm not doing it, but I have done it. Yeah, I've done it. I've done it. But why does it have to be an isolated event? And then the expectation bubble is bursted when they don't come home for Valentine's Day with anything. And it'd be like, Happy Valentine's Day. You know I love you, right? Rub on your booty. Let's do it. Bruh. Yeah, no. But no, I've been there, done that. Or it's a last minute gift. This is all I could find. This is all that I have. Here's a single rose. Here's a little teddy bear. I didn't have much, but like, and again, I want to be very clear, okay? This is not about spending buku money, doing the utmost, making it rain. It's not about that. It's about the intentionality and the purpose behind it, right? Because I feel like, again, just like one of our polled men said, love should be shown on a daily. So it should be random. It should be whenever you think about me and think about the things that I have done with for you, for us as a collective, in our family, in our home, or just think about who I am in totality. Like I see you, I love you, I appreciate you. Whatever you did to get me should continue as you have me. Continue to fill up each other's love tank. You know what I'm saying? And keyword there, each other's. Okay. It's not just a singular, isolated event. Valentine's Day is a beautiful time. I am personally a hopeless romantic. And I just be like, oh, that's so beautiful. Oh my God. Somebody would do that for me. Oh my God. Like it's the whole thing. But I love love. I feel like I was created for a monogamous relationship. Like that is my bread and butter. That is where I thrive. Okay. I was meant to be somebody's good thing, somebody's wife. I was meant to be in partnership with someone. And because I know I have so much love to give, I am very expressive in my love and being romantic towards my partner. I have had very few opportunities to do that, but that is who I am at the core of me. And so it is very much so a reciprocated thing for me personally. And I know a lot of women that want to love up on their guys. Yes, they set an expectation to receive something on these special occasions, set aside holiday times, but also randomly. Like, y'all don't understand how good that makes us feel when y'all bring tacos home. And I call my girlfriend, like, girl, listen. Guess what he did today? Girl, he came up in here and with some tacos and from my favorite place, because you know how much I love that place, right? Girl, from my favorite place, we made margaritas and we just chilled. It was such a vibe. It was such a good time. And like he thought of me. Or girl, I was at work today and guess what was delivered? Girl, yes. It was a little Reese cup on my desk. Like, he thought about me. Like, it's the little things. Yes, would I like to walk into a room full of roses? Absolutely. But afterwards, I'll be like, who cleaning this up? Who's supposed okay. As they die off, I guess we'll be throwing them out slowly. But no, like it's the thought that counts. It's the purpose behind it. It's you again filling my love tank and me filling your love tank. You know, and even with that, I know some guys. Okay, trigger warning, trigger warning. No, 9 times out of 10, on Valentine's Day, if your sex life is lackluster, on Valentine's Day or these anniversaries and birthdays and things like that, I'm definitely gonna get some. Then, the women be like, this, I am the gift, ninja. I'm the gift. I got this cute little teddy for you. Teddy as in lingerie, to be clear, not a teddy bear. Anywho, I got this cute little teddy for you. This cute little, sexy number. I am the gift. I used to get, this is in my marriage, I used to get these lingeries with like little bows. So you just pull the string. Like, I'm a gift for real. Like, what you mean? Like, what are we talking about? Anyway, we would equate our isolated love giving for these particular times, special occasion times, as like, I'm doing something special for you tonight, boy. Like, why can't that be on a regular basis, sis? Like, what are we doing? Like, what's the barrier there? Like, we need to really dive into this thing. But go on your own journey at your own leisure, at your own time. I don't know. But I'm just saying, as for me in my house, okay, I am at a particular point in my life that I know how I would be today. Have I been that way all the time? No. It was definitely a guarantee for these isolated love days, but why not on a regular random Wednesday or Tuesday or just any time? Like, we gotta get in depth into our feelings and our emotions and the blockages and barriers and the different things that are happening that we are choosing to have our mindset a certain way, right? We just talked about mindsets recently. Like, why are we in this place? Figure it out. And it's your job to do that. Okay? Men and women. And it doesn't matter who you're loving. It's your job to deal with your stuff and not to place it off on the next person or the person that you're interacting with. It's not. And it's not fair to make a person settle into what you have become comfortable with or that you want. It should be a compromise. We should be able to have a conversation. I'll let you know what I need. You let me know what you need. And we let each other know if we can fulfill those things for each other or no. We real grown now. Like, come on. And if they are unwilling, sis, bro, don't settle. You do not have to settle because what one won't do, the next one will. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. Love should be poured out and built daily. Okay. I had noted reciprocated from women to men. I already kind of touched on this. I did touch on this. Like a few of our guys said, it really wasn't for them. So they don't feel like it's important for them to celebrate this or whatever. Like, it ain't a big deal to them. But a lot of that is based off of what love has shown up for them or how love has shown up for them in the past, right? I've never had nobody do anything for me. I never, like, in this way. Yes, some women may have cooked you a meal, somebody may have done whatever, but like, Have you ever bought a man some flowers? How do you know if he likes flowers or not? He might like it. It may shock his sister. Like, wait a minute, what? You got me some flowers? You got me some candy? Like, and that's surface stuff. Even a very nice card, writing a letter, doing like whatever, something to show extra special that I thought of you. I really want you to know and hear my heart and like feel it on these pages or in this expression of love. Reciprocate. That man just bought you a Louis bag, got you these shoes. He done bought a hotel room. He done got it decorated. He done did all this stuff. And all you got to offer is, thank you, baby. Here's my lady. Like, what are we talking about? Here's my lady. I was pointing at my vagina region for those who are listening. Anywho, I mean, like, and again, I've been that girl to be like, I am the gift. Like, and you are, but he is too. Come on, guys. We got to do better. And I understand, like, from the dating aspect, like, the man find you, whatever they pursue you. But once y'all enter into that relationship contract that y'all both said we doing this thing, we locked in, it is now both of y'all responsibility for sure. And even in dating, I feel like both parties play their role. But once you for real in a relationship, he and chose you and you didn't chose him, baby, like, what are we talking about? I'm about to give you the world. I'm about to, I'm about to show off for my man, my man, my man. Like, I'm reciprocating. If that means me making your favorite meal, if that means me running you a bubble bath, yes, men do take bubble baths. If that means me setting aside some time for you to have some self care time, for you to watch the game, for you to whatever it is that you need to make yourself feel loved and appreciated and seen, I am here for it. And ladies, we have to do better about doing that. Period. Okay. Recently, one of my good girlfriends, me and her was talking, and she was saying, you know, she asked her guy, like, what is it? Oh, well, they were talking about, you know, showing love to each other. And he shows up for her, whatever. And she was like, I told her that it's important that she asked him how would he like to be loved or make sure he communicates what it looks like for him. And so she asked him, and he was like, I really never thought about it, but I guess whatever it is that you may need, I will need as well. Whatever it is that you're requiring of me or expecting from me, I would need those same things. Reciprocation. That's what he's talking about. So just like you want to kiss and hug and rub or cuddle or whatever, I want that too when I want it. Not just me doing it because that's what you want in this moment. And again, to be clear, and I feel the need to say this, enthusiastic consent is a thing. I don't give a damn if you're dating, in a relationship, or married. Enthusiastic consent from both parties. Got to be on the same page at all times. Communication, communication, communication. Okay? Just have to say that. But if your partner is saying, you know what, I really need a hug right now. I could really use a hug from you. And you like, oh, I don't really feel like hugging, but you want it. So I guess let me hug you. Okay, cool. Right. Whatever. Just the same. And even I think it's something to be said about us. You have the conversation and know that they need most likely whatever it is that you need, unless they specifically know, okay, actually, I don't really need hugs like that on a regular, so that ain't really my thing. But I can use kisses on a regular, just random kisses. Like really pour into that. You heard them say that, right? They communicated that to you. So why not dwell in that space every time or often, more often than not, when they walk by you, just grab their hand, give them a kiss real quick. Tell them I appreciate you. I love you. Reciprocate that love. You may need hugs on a regular basis, but they may need kisses on a regular basis. Reciprocate. Show them I heard you. I care enough to listen to how you feel and what it is that you need and desire. And I want to give that to you. Okay? Reciprocate the love, not just on Valentine's Day, but every day. But even with the whole Valentine's Day thing, again, we have been conditioned as a society like this is only for women, and it's not. I can give my man a Valentine's Day card. I could do something even more special than just buying some lingerie, which I'm sure he would appreciate. But I do something even more special. Baby, don't worry about dinner. I got dinner. He got the car service and what like, and I know like again, it's not about all the hoopla. It's about whatever it is that you or your partner need. If y'all have communicated your needs and your desires, then you need to take note and put some action behind it. Period. It's really simple. But we don't do we do more so of what we want to do than what we our partners need from us. So, you know, there's that. But reciprocate the love, ladies. It's not just a day for women. And yes, your guy should show up for you if that's what you have communicated to him. Don't have expectations for this man, and you ain't never told this man that you wanted flowers, cards, and candy. And then the day come around and you be looking like boo boo the fool when you ain't do nothing for me. I've been showing you. I've been pouring into you. I've been there. I've been pouring into you, showing you in hopes that how what I've shown you would make you think, oh, she did this for me. So obviously that's what she would want too. She likes this because she did it for me, but I never fully communicated that to you. Or I did communicate to you that I would love for you to set up a nice surprise and whatever, make it real romantic. But you don't know the way to go about it, so you just it's out of my hands. I can't do nothing. Like ninja, and then come with a last minute. Here you go. I thought about you. You know, make plans for me, okay? And ladies, make plans for him. Reciprocation. All right. It's a whole thing. Moving on to the next point, teaching the children. Listen, since the beginning of time, at least for sure my time, it was a whole thing. I remember being in first or second grade, and this guy really, really liked me. I won't say his name because we're friends on Facebook, and I don't know if he watches this or not. And I don't want to embarrass nobody. The man is whole married today. But anywho, that's neither here nor there. He was his mom worked at the school that we attended, and she was like so in love with me, and so was he. Again, we were in first or second grade. Okay. But the boy had such a huge crush on me and thought I was the prettiest little thing he had ever seen. And you know how parents kind of hype that whole thing up, right? You want your kids to that's a whole nother topic for another day. Anywho, one Valentine's Day, or not one, but the multiple ones we were in the same class. You know how kids exchange Valentines. We're taught this as children. This is what we do. We celebrate this holiday and we show love to our friends, right? Because Valentine's Day doesn't have to necessarily be just romantic. It can be for your friends. That's what we're taught as kids. So you get everybody in your class a Valentine and you make everybody feel special and loved and appreciated. Get them little candy hearts and you can get them pencils with cool designs on it. You can get them whatever, chocolates and whatever it is. Okay. It's the whole thing. Now they got character Valentines and all types of stuff. So if you really are into Minnie Mouse, I want the Minnie Mouse books, and I'm gonna give the boys the Minnie Mouse books and the look Valentine's Day, all the cute little things, whatever. Anywho, so this particular guy that really liked me every Valentine's Day, he got everybody something, but he got me something extra special. And one Valentine's Day, he came to school and he gave me my Valentine to the side and was like, "Here, Portia, this is for you. Happy Valentine's Day. Or will you be my Valentine?" And he gave me this huge, giant size Hershey kiss. Like, it was literally like that big. Like, seriously. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is a lot." But I was very, very flattered and I loved it. I was like, "Oh, please." It was the most adorable thing, one of the most adorable things. And even at that time, I didn't have full understanding of what Valentine's Day was, but I knew it was a day to express love and care for someone that you loved and cared for. So I appreciated that from him. And as you can see, that still stuck with me to this day. And it probably set my standard off for what I should expect for Valentine's Day. If a guy really likes you, he's going to show up for you. And he got everybody something, but he got me something extra special. Message. I felt loved. I felt appreciated. I felt seen. And it wasn't even like I did anything special. I didn't have to do nothing but exist. Okay. And I know, it's much more complicated as an adult than that, but it really ain't. We make it much more complicated. But we are teaching our children, and even with my daughter, she called herself like this little boy since kindergarten child. I'm like, "Girl, go sit down." We are teaching our kids that this holiday is important, and it's important to show love and express love. And in my true Portia fashion, my approach to it is, again, we don't just show love on this holiday, but especially on this holiday, this is a set aside time to express your love to your friends, your family, your loved ones. When my kids get Valentine's, they give Valentine's to family members, to their friends at school, to their mom and dad. Like, it's not about liking somebody in the sense of a romantic fashion. It's about expressing the love that God has given you to those that you love and that you want to show them with this little token of gift. I thought about you and I want you to know that I love you and I care for you. And it's cute and innocent and sweet, you know. And as kids, we don't just give the Valentines to the opposite sex, we give them to the same sex. We give them to everybody. You give it to your teacher. It's not about that. It's important that we teach our kids the right things. And it's important that if you instill in them the right things, that they will grow up with the right things. I know at some point in life it switched for from the child in growing up, but it doesn't have to just be that way. Why do we have to take the innocence out of things? Why can't we just love on each other and show each other love? We can. We can. It doesn't have to be that complicated. Um, so I think that's another important thing to notate. Just showing love and expressing love, no matter if you're trying to be with someone or not. Hey, I love you. I care about you. That's why it's a whole nother sub holiday created from Valentine's Day for single women, which is Valentine's Day. That's when a group of women you get together and y'all celebrate Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day. You may not have a romantic partner. You don't have to feel shame for that. You don't have to feel oust or pushed to the side because you don't have a romantic partner to celebrate this holiday with. You can celebrate with your girlfriends. You can celebrate with a group of male and female friends. What? Who's making the rules? We make our own rules. Love is love. Love on who you want to love on. Take the stigma out of this stuff. You know, let's go back to how we were as kids. Like in this instance, we don't have to have such a negative connotation surrounding it because, well, I ain't got no boyfriend. I don't got no man showing up for me. Love yourself. For Valentine's Day every year, I make sure, and when I was married, I made it important to my husband to show the girls, he has two daughters, show them what love is. This day, again, is set aside to celebrate that love. Show them that daddy loves them. Just like mommy's going to show them that they love them. You can get them a card or a candy or a flower, and mommy gonna get them a treat, a craft, or something we're gonna do together. One time we made hot chocolate bombs. We made cookies and let them decorate them. Like I always do something with them for Valentine's Day, always, because it's not about the romantic portion. It's about expressing love. Period. You make it what you want to make it. You don't have to go according to what society says. Which leads me to my last point, which is why I titled this episode Trigger Warning. Because people don't want to be talking about this and like, who cares? It's just a stupid holiday. And like one of my polled men said, you might have felt that way because of you resented this. Resentment is based in trauma. And the trauma being you felt alone, you felt I didn't have nobody. And Valentine's Day can be a depressive time, not just for women, but for men as well. Because I have so much love to give, and you might be a romantic man, and you might be a man and want to pour and show your love to someone, and you don't have them. It could be another isolated, lonely day. Even the days leading up to, oh, here come Valentine's Day again. Everybody's celebrating love. And I don't got nobody to love. You know, but it doesn't have to be that way. The best love is self-love. Even if you don't have a group of friends to go out with or gather with because they're in a relationship, whatever. Like, don't let this holiday be a trigger for you. It doesn't have to be. Why can't you set up an action plan? You know Valentine's Day is coming every year, February 14th. Okay, maybe plan to go on vacation. Maybe do a staycation. Maybe do a spa day. Maybe do today, I'm going to take care of me. I'm going to love on my body. I'm going to take me a bath. I'm going to do me a facial. I'm going to give me a manicure, give me a pedicure. I'm going to make me a real good dinner, or I'm going to order in. I'm going to go to a restaurant or not because I don't want to see all these people. Like, whatever. Plan ahead. Self-love. In the meantime, in between time, you can love on you. Because who's going to love you better than you? Nobody but Jesus. If I can love on me now, how much better will it be when somebody else comes into the door? How much more greater will it be? Because you will know exactly what it is that you need to feel loved, appreciated, seen, and respected. Because you have actually taken out the time to explore it. Don't let your trauma from past relationships, situationships, and different things dictate to you and how you show up for this holiday. And if it just isn't your cup of tea overall, then it just isn't your cup of tea overall. But don't make another person that you do enter into relationship or partnership with suffer because of your trauma and because you're unable to handle your triggers. Manage your shit. Deal with your stuff. We're gonna do this year different. We're gonna explore this differently. Whatever it may have been in the past, it doesn't have to always be. You can evolve, you can change, you can um, update, you can grow. Even if it's just a day that you show love to your kids, your mother, your father, whomever, a random stranger. Show your love, express your love. Don't let this day be full of trauma and triggering you and making you feel less than because you are still valuable. You are still loved and appreciated by, if no one else, you feel that God is definitely it. Okay? So that leads me into my last segment, which is Speak Alive. All right? This is a segment where I leave you with a call to action for yourself, but not just for you, but for me as well. So I'll leave you with these words to hold on to until next time. Today's Speak Life affirmation is I am learning that I deserve to be loved with the same intensity as I give love. Again, today's Speak Life affirmation is I am learning that I deserve to be loved with the same intensity as I give love. You heard it, you say it, you write it down, and you remind yourself to speak that thing and make it happen because, like we like in a song, thank y'all so much for joining me on this Valentine's Day episode. I hope that you received what the Lord has said today and that you truly view this holiday and every day differently and love on you just as you love on others. All right? See y'all next week.